Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. If you are new, I am Crisean. If you're a returning subscriber, hi y'all. In the light of Pride Month, in the spirit of Pride Month, I have been doing this series of where I just talk about things in the LGBTQIA community or related or my experience, and it has been a fun journey, but this is the conclusion of the series for 2024. So we are doing a mukbang, something that I rarely ever done. I think maybe I've done maybe 1 or 2 mukbangs in my entire, probably since I started this channel 4 years ago. Being consistent or inconsistent, I think this is the second mukbang I've ever done on this channel, the second or third mukbang I've ever done on this channel. So the old me, old Crisean, would be like, I'm about to tell y'all a story time a little bit. I'm always telling a story. In the spirit of Pride Month, the old me would have never had Chick-fil-A. And when I tell you, because Chick-fil-A was homophobic, when I tell you Chick-fil-A was so homophobic, they doubled down on the homophobia. The Christians, they didn't even open on Sundays, y'all. But life goes on, they turn a new leaf, and on top of that, every gay person, every queer person on the face of this planet were their #1 supporters. So that in of itself was like, when I stopped supporting Chick-fil-A for a decade, it's been a decade. It was a decade since from the time that I stopped, from the time that I picked it back up. I may have picked Chick-fil-A back up probably, I would say 2022, 2023. But yeah, because they changed that new leaf, I think in 2020, 2019, 2020, 2021, one of those things. People grow, people change, and I think that's a thing, the common thing with like industries and brands and big corporations in general. Pull back your money, give them your money when you want to, not when, because you are the consumer, period. So if you got to go on a 10-year protest like I did, go on your 10-year protest. But we are back and agree with things. Thankfully to a lot of my friends and family for telling me, giving them a chance, because that's what we want to do. We want everybody to grow. We want everybody to learn something from their experiences and grow from those experiences. And that's what this whole video is about. This whole video is about growth. This whole video is about people having the ability to grow, to change, to start anew. So yeah, that's what we're going to get into today. So I got the famous waffle fries, of course, and this chicken club sandwich. And I got a strawberry shake. They're straight out the freezer, defrosting as we speak. So I'm not going to get on here with a big old mukbang because I don't eat that much. And all that food just probably will go to waste. So we ain't about that life. And we don't waste things over here because it is literally people in need, y'all. Now what I do need is ketchup and mustard, so I will be back. Pride Month has been a amazing Pride Month. I do feel like low-key though, after my Baltimore Pride Month, it was like kind of over. So I know Pride Month is going on because New York just had theirs, and come on now, New York is that doll. She's that girl. So when New York has hers, it's a wrap. Like, it's a wrap. She's mother. So, this is good as shit. Let's try this little sauce, y'all. I don't normally get this kind of sauce because I really don't like it, to be honest. But I guess that's besides the point because that's what their signature sauce is. I should have asked for the honey mustard. That's what I should have asked. Is this honey mustard, y'all? Is that mayonnaise stuff? That concoction. We ain't about that life. We are not about that life. A little bit. So, I feel like this could be like change and growth. Baltimore Pride was amazing. I can't wait till y'all see that vlog. I was on cloud 9. A little stressful, but we made it through. But I cannot wait till y'all see that video. I have not even edited it yet. It's gonna be fun editing it up. Wish me luck, because I got some things to edit, but that's besides the point. We're here with this mukbang, talk about all things gay shit, queer shit, Alright y'all, I had to change my SD card. Sorry about the delay. Y'all probably don't, y'all won't know this, but yes, had to change the SD card. So I want to keep this a little light, kind of light, not so heavy as the last episodes of this saga, of this series. We're going to talk about pop culture. We're going to talk about some things that the queer community can get together, because nobody's perfect. We're not perfect, or even us. We need to work on some things and to change some things. So yeah, that's what this is. That's what this is. Lil Nas X will be releasing his single this Friday. I can't wait. Hopefully it is everything that he said it was. He said it was going to be the best song of all time, but trolling as usual. But can't wait to hear that. Hope he comes with the fire, because he needs a win. He needs to start this sophomore era ASAP, because everything been slacking. It's been slacking. Chaperone, the new girly of the season. I just recently saw her Jimmy Fallon performance and interview. So cute, cute as a button. She is, I adore her. I adore her. The performance was solid. The interview, which really made me capture her personality and what she's about. And then I saw a couple of clips from other interviews. One of my favorites now. Keep doing what you're doing, Chapel. I heard she turned down the White House because of the whole Free Palestine thing. Stand on your business, girl. Stand on your business. I did do this series maybe a long time ago with like music artists. I haven't been really listening to a bunch of music this past year, because I just been working so hard and everything has just been so time consuming. So I really haven't been getting into any new artists in music, but I can highlight some amazing queer YouTube channels. This adoring couple, The Muses, which I adore, love their content. I want to also highlight Keno and Fitz. I've been rocking with Keno and Fitz for years now, since they first started. They have, when I tell you, when they started that channel, they got to the grind. I am talking video every single week non-stop, probably for like a year. They really grind their way to where they are at, where they are now. Really seen them go from 0 to 60. Fitz having a job, like a regular ordinary 9-to-5 job, and now they get paid from that channel from content. So I applaud y'all. Y'all did y'all big one. Trash Talks, I love his channel. He is so adorable. When he tells stories, his work ethic in the service industry makes me want to try to get in that service industry, but I'm like, no, I ain't done with the service industry. Just fashion, lifestyle channel, content A1. We got Meet the Kents. I absolutely love them. The way that they pronounce kook it's just so funny to me and so cute and adorable to me. Yeah, love that channel. Couple channel. Dustin and Robert, another YouTube couple from start to finish. Like that first year, hit the ground running. Constant videos every single week non-stop, and with jobs. Like salute, y'all did y'all big one. Now they have grown a solid base, so y'all definitely did y'all big one. My girl Glamour's on Tay. I love Tay so much. Tay is such a storyteller. She gives you the look. She gives you the looks. She gives you the drama. Glamour's on Tay is always outside. She's always dating. So her channel is just an overall channel of representation that I feel like is definitely needed in our community. A channel named Brian Styles, love his channel. Ahmad, love his channel. Raquise, love his channel. Used to have a couple's channel. Netta got solo channel. Constant, still fire. So the Terrell Show, he's a music channel. He's not a lifestyle channel or like a vlog or anything, but he's a lifestyle channel. Got music. Just had Normani on the channel. saw half of when she breaks down dopamine, the tracks on dopamine. So I love that segment. That is a new segment that you should definitely do with everybody. We got Isaiah, we got Messiah, we have Kirby, who does commentary on pop culture. Isaiah Messiah is basically most known for YouTube, TikTok stuff, but they've come on YouTube. I got Quincy J, Brandon Liggins, but I love his channel. Fire Fits, Fire Makeup, love the coupling. He has his boyfriend on the channel. So cute, so adorable. Ryan For Real. Love the fashion lifestyle. Deshaun King, love the skincare. Kenneth Tooks, he is a good friend of mine. He has a review channel. He reviews movies, he reviews music, he does interviews with high profile people, so check him out, y'all. Meet the Maislins, adorable couple channel. The Plastic Boy, Fire Makeup, just luxury. He is just screams luxury, y'all. Luxury. And this gorgeous trans girl, Dose of Cassandra, I just found her channel, y'all, and me and my sister have been just going up for her on watching her videos. So she lives out in God knows where. She always says I can't even think of, it's like Wyoming, I don't even know, something like that. She has some really good content. She does personal shopping as well, so she talks about that a lot on her YouTube channel. The Heat and Color podcast, they talk about all things pop culture, queerness, identity. Please tune into that podcast. Such amazing, beautiful individuals over there. And last but not least, my girl, my supporter, and I'm vice versa, supporting her channel every time, every second, Kelly Eileen. Love her so much. She is just so supportive, so beautiful inside and out. And when I say another luxury, Kelly is luxury. Kelly will give you the Sephora sales and makeup, lifestyle, all that good stuff. So support my girl, y'all. Please support all these beautiful queer content creators. They deserve it. Of course, big content creators such as my girl T.S. Madison and Craig the Writer Stewart. I've been following their channels for so long, and so inspiring, so motivated. Yeah, so, and doing big things for the community, even though they in some mess right now, but we're going to talk about that a little later. But I know I'm having so many people to mention, but probably can't think of it right now, but I'll probably have a list maybe in the description box below, or I'll just put them on the screen. But yeah, support these amazing, wonderful people, y'all. Solo content, couple content, lifestyle, makeup, reviews, commentary, all of that. King of Reads, Adrian Expressions, follow them, listen to them, even though y'all probably are, because those are huge channels. Yeah. So yeah, y'all. Like I was saying about Maddie, Maddie and Craig is in some shit because of this whole Miss Netta debacle thing. I mean, to be real with you, Maddie is my girl. Craig is my girl. But to be honest, the show, this was headed for this. Anybody who's been watching that show with some damn eyes and ears knew this mess that has taken over this show. It was headed here. It was headed here. Point blank, period. Craig was gaslighting Miss Netta to the utmost. It went beyond just Miss Netta being famous and being recognized and being somebody who is in the spotlight to kind of reading Miss Netta like every time the segment was on the show. And no tea, no shade, Maddie, you should have put more of a stop to it than you did. I'm just I'm just saying, because you can't tell your friends certain things, or you cannot tell your friends to, and I have those friends that just say whatever they want to say, and they don't care about being politically correct, and that's on them. But when you have a platform, I feel like it is your duty to edit that part, or the consistent parts that shouldn't be on the platform. That's just how I feel. Because Craig gonna say what Craig wants to say, and Craig is entitled to say what he want to say. And Ms. Netta is a public figure, and you gotta learn how to kind of not come at everything when you're a public figure. But also, Craig and Maddie, because I don't watch Ms. Netta stuff, and I'm not really a supporter of Ms. Netta, but what I am a supporter of Craig and Maddie. As somebody supporting them and have been listening to them, they have had so many gatherings with bringing the community together and inspiring the community, uplifting from the community, and putting a spotlight on the community, that they are, to be honest, held to a higher standard. And I do mention Craig in this too, because also outside of Madison has lifted himself, elevated his platform, and has put himself in the limelight to be a pillar for the community. So you kind of have to put them in a bigger, deeper pedestal. They have a responsibility, period. And I think Ms. Netta didn't, and Ms. Netta also didn't help with the whole like being that visceral, like, I'm not a part of the community, I'm not trans, or I'm not gay, I'm not a part of the LGBT community. You don't want to be tied to the community because you don't want to be labeled. You want to be Miss Netta. You don't want to be a label. And that's all fine and dandy, but a lot of people only don't want to label themselves because they don't want the heterosexual, the world, the outside looking in, judge them in that way. Because once you label yourself, people are going to judge you in whatever the majority is doing in that label. And Miss Netta didn't want to do that, and rightfully so, but it kind of like makes other people in the community kind of like look at you side-eye. But I think that was because Craig didn't really give all the smoke to Miss Netta beforehand, but eventually I feel like that was like all those things were snowballing to make Craig look at it differently. But Craig did go a little bit too deep into Miss Netta, how Miss Netta looks and how Miss Netta operates. And to not be honest, Maddie could have done a little bit more to stop it, because it's, at the end of the day, it might be both of their shows, but it is Maddie's platform and foundation. So her and Mo should have been in there editing a lot of Craig's stuff away. And just because people send y'all stuff to talk about don't mean that you should talk about it, or talk about it in a manner of people getting on your nerves. Being the platform that I feel you are, because I feel like, because a couple of weeks ago Maddie did some beautiful things with people who are misunderstood, saying crazy shit in the internet, and invited them on her platform to kind of state their case and say where they're coming from, and kind of have a platform, a bigger platform to say that piece. And I feel like that's where the show should also always go. But also, if you're going to talk about pop culture, you have to be, especially as a famous person, you have to do it a little bit differently than you were doing than most people on YouTube talk about pop culture. And I feel like Craig needed to step back, because it is definitely given Miss Netta being picked on because she's undesirable to the quote-unquote media or to society standards, and Craig is guilty of that. And no shade, when Craig was mad at this recent video, when Craig's mad at Miss Netta, go for your looks. We never want people, when we don't want us as gay people, as femme people, as fat people, as dark skinned people, as people with disability, we don't want, when we say something or do things, we don't want people to kind of look at those those things that we have that society deems unworthy, we don't want people to throw it in our face. So, and I feel like that's what Craig started to do, and then overly out front did in this rebuttal, because Miss Netta did call him a sissy, which is like, come on girl, that was messed up. But Craig was egging that on. Like I said, anybody who watches the show with eyes and ears, they knew that this was coming, and especially what kind of person Miss Netta was. According to the comment sections, what I was hearing, Miss Netta be with the shits, and she will express it on her platform. And I feel like Maddie do be with the shits, but as Maddie's star rises, your for the shits gotta shrink. And I do admit, and I'm not perfect either, I be with the shits too, watching Maddie, and sometimes as well. But like I said, Maddie's star is rising. Platform spaces, things that is the stuff of legends, to be honest. And I feel like, but it's so dicey because Maddie's also a comedian, and comedians just, it don't matter day or night, sad or happy, they be with the shits. So it's all, but if you try to dissect it, everybody is wrong in this. Every single party, I feel like, is wrong in this, and especially Maddie was wrong with that Instagram post about the TikTokers. Come on girl, like, they are like, you should definitely stop giving platforms to people in the comment section and people who don't have your platform equivalent or higher. You should only address those people, and that didn't make you look the best, in the best light either, going after them. Maddie is always trying to remind people of what she is or what she's done, and I feel like she doesn't need it to explain herself anymore. Her resume speaks for itself. Her iconography speaks for itself. So in that, I feel like if Miss Netta looked more desirable, and the King of Reads has a very in-depth video about this, and a lot of videos pertaining to this, and I think that this is what has been played out. Because, and Craig even mentioned it in the thing, like, oh, no bitch like this can check me, no bitch built like this can check me. And it's just unfair because Miss Netta can't help the way she looked. She was born that way, she can't help the way she looked. So going at her for that, it's a little fucked up. Like, you can't, if you in a fight with a fat person, you just can't, the first thing out your mouth can't be like, you fat bitch, blah blah blah, or you black ass bitch, blah blah blah, or you gay bitch, you dyke bitch, you trans bitch, you tranny. It's like all of those things. Like, I just feel like we gotta stop, especially, and I'm saying it not for anybody else. I don't care what anybody else did, because I watched T.S. Madison and I watched Craig. I feel like they can't do it. They just, period. Like I said, everybody is in the wrong, and if you dissect this, it's dicey. But I just feel like for them, they can't do it. They need to just do better, because the platform's too big, and Maddie especially is starting to mean something to people beyond social media. It's bigger than her. People take her with them when they leave her platform to have conversations, tough conversations with their queer kids that they probably never would have had if they didn't watch her. And queer people take things with her, the strength, the resilience, all those things, that she's just bigger than, she has now been bigger than just entertainment. Regroup, assess the situation, come together, talk about it, and just stop and not be with this shits and ghetto. I know that fag talk is supposed to be satire, but we gotta double it down, and I feel like and maybe it just can't be as raw as they want it to be, but that's just my opinion out there as somebody who cares, and kind of sees all sides. And the whole thing about desirability politics, like, we gotta stop. The first thing we gotta do is stop, because I know how it feels to be called gay, you gay boy, you faggy, all those things. So I can only imagine for Miss Netta, and everybody always calling Miss Netta ugly, or you built a certain way and all that other stuff. So if I have my stuff that people have been saying about me, I can definitely relate to it with something that somebody else has been. And I don't understand how nobody can ever do that, but that's how I feel on that topic. Let's move on from that. Speaking of things that our community can stop doing, is being transphobic, being featurist, being colorist, because we have a lot of that in the gay community. Just stop it all together. just stop it all together. Stop perpetuating it. Stop all that madness. I don't want this to run too long. Michaela J has a visualizer out called I Am. New song out. Jeremy Pope has a new project out, EP called Last Name Pope. That EP is fire. I just love me some Jeremy Pope, y'all. The music is good. Such my vibe. Let's make an honorable mention. A lot of time, black women go up for this community. But let's have some honorable mention about the new men's who are going up for the community too, and spreading light and hope and positivity amongst the queer community. Two honorable mentions I can think of at the top of my head is Conscious Lee and Mark Lamont Hill. We absolutely need black men like that to just tear down the walls of misogyny and queer. And if y'all ever notice the men who dissect and ride for the community are also men who do not want to partake in misogyny and violence towards women. So that in and of itself says a lot right there. And I did shout out my little Uber driver that I had during Pride Month, because he was a real one for the community too. Not a part of it, but for the community. So he was a real one too. So yeah, that's something to think about, y'all. I'm always talking about misogyny and the patriarchy, and I will keep saying it until it's dismantled, honey, because it is the foundation of a lot of this bullshit we are dealing with in this world about identity and sexuality and all of that. So I just wanted to keep this little segment a little light, little fun, not as heavy as the last two. I feel, I don't know, was it heavy? The first one wasn't heavy. It was my coming out story. So the last two were pretty heavy. I'm not gonna lie. On that note, I'm gonna leave y'all with this. With all those thoughts, all those opinions of mine, and just all that news. Cause I'm getting stuff, y'all. I'm getting sleepy because it's late. It is midnight now, and I do have to work tomorrow. So on that note, I am out. Thank y'all for watching my channel. I'm Crisean. Like, comment, share, subscribe, become a crown if y'all already have not been. Crown to crown, because we are royalty over here. Yes, this is a safe space to come in. Like, we don't care what you look like, where you've been, all of that. We don't care over here. So come be a part of this family. Support me. If you're like all the other channels, I have a plethora of things on this channel, from makeup to get ready with me to styling, fashion, everyday mundane boring things, lifestyle vlogs, some of Crisean conversations, which I just get things off my chest and I just talk about some things. I got story times of what I've been through and what you can learn from it. yeah, food, because I love to eat, y'all. I love to cook. I love to cook, but I love to eat. So we got a lot of those. So if you're interested in any of those things, or just popping it out when there's something that you want to look at, listen to, I'm all for that too. So yeah, I'm Crisean. Thank y'all for watching my channel. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. And I am out.